Feels good.
Is the light is solid, correct?
Your microphone?
Test.
Yep.
All right. Hello, welcome back to Supercharged Trio. Oh, I angled that camera way too far down.
There we go.
You can't even see Dad.
But he's sitting back.
You can see.
He'll be fine. Hello, and welcome back to our Supercharged Dungeons and Dragons sessions in the Stranger Things starter set adventure, The Hunt for the Thessal Hydra,
We already hunted it.
which has already been hunted. And so, as yes, as per usual, I'd like the players to introduce their characters.
Ronan, the human forge cleric.
We'll come back to you.
Why are you skipping
Someone.
everywhere else?
Someone.
Go. Who are you?
You.
Oh, I thought we were going around. I didn't know we were. I am Cornelius Yeoman, the Ranger Swarmkeeper.
And a cocker.
Or Cocker.
Yes.
And a cocker.
I am Lobelia, the dark elf warlock of the Great Old One.
My turn.
Okay, Draco.
I am Draco Lavar, the Dragonborn Eldritch Knight.
And I am Julian, the changeling wild magic barbarian.
And I am also Julian, the Dungeon Master. And with my handy dandy new Dungeon Master's Guide. All right, so where you all last left off, where you were taking a short rest and attuning to your magic items.
Yep.
Unless you were Julian.
No items for you.
You so like as they're all like getting all their cool stuff, you're just kind of looking at your big sword that's like you can still feel the power coming off of it. What are you doing, Draco? You don't get a staff. I'm sorry.
A stick.
You don't need a stick. You don't start with a stick.
A stick.
He has a glass staff.
Ah, he does have the glass
But
staff.
it's made of glass.
Eh.
Doesn't matter.
Nope, they don't think they sell
Also-
glass.
We don't have a
stuff.
glass staff.
Oh, we could use this. We could use this.
That's my sword.
Can we use it?
Can I have my sword?
Okay. Here's your sword.
There you go. Focusing.
Okay.
All right. So the let's just say it's pretend it's glass, and this is your moon touch sword. Okay. So as all of you are taking a short rest to attune to your handy dandy new magic items, Julian does not need to take a short rest, so he can kind of be the watch. Everyone, roll me 1d6.
D6. I get this big space for myself.
Which one's the D?
6.
The cube.
Six-sided
The
dice.
cube.
Got 6.
1.
All right.
I rolled.
All right.
I rolled a 1.
So
2? Oh, I got
Alright.
a 1. I don't feel as bad.
I got 6.
2, 5, 6.
I rolled a
All right,
1.
So everyone pick your dice back up.
I don't need to. I already did. And it's my
All
own
right.
dice tray.
So as you, Julian, what is your passive perception score?
My what?
You're asking yourself.
Perception? -1. So that'd be a 9.
No, your passive perception. It's all the way down at the bottom.
If his perception's
Yeah.
Oh,
it'd be a 9.
passive. Yeah.
Passive
wisdom?
wisdom perception. So that is 9. And let's see here. The
Inspiration.
yeah, that's trash. You are as you're just kind of you're looking around, you're watching. Everyone else is just kind of they're doing their thing, looking at their items with his gauntlets, his staff, and so on and so on. You're just kind of keeping watch, and as you get done like yawning out of boredom, you look and you see that there's a troglodyte who is trying to hide behind a rock that it's holding in front of its face. And it peeks out every so often.
Julian does. Julian
does
Can't
because he's
see me.
keeping watch. And
Can
then it scurries back behind the wall.
spying on us.
I'm just admiring the billowing cloak.
Yeah. And you're trying to you're like making the cloak billow with your rod.
Yes.
You're like, yeah. Okay. So. All right.
Trust me, it is hard.
Yeah, I forgot to mention this last time, but this place kind of stinks like a lot
Well,
because you know
Troglodytes.
troglodytes.
and there's a big dead corpse that's in acid.
Well, I mean,
Right.
yeah, it stinks
Put it in
of
the pit.
it stinks of troglodyte stench and
Now
decaying acid.
and now dead animal acid.
Yeah.
This is good. This is fine.
Yep.
this is fun.
Central.
Let's just be glad none of you are a shifter. So
Prestidigitation and we're good.
Shifter or changeling?
no,
Changelings are different from shifters.
Yeah, changelings are shapeshifters.
Shifters.
Shifters are classified as something different. They're like
Basically, they're werewolf light.
yes,
Werewolf
Basically.
light.
werewolf light.
They're diet werewolves.
Pretty
All right,
much.
is our short rest over yet?
Oh.
You have finished attuning to your magic items without a hitch.
Yay.
But Julian, do you inform the rest of the party that you saw a small dinosaur person unsuccessfully attempting to hide and spy on you?
That's kind of cute.
No, they're no threat to us.
All right, the first thing I'd like to do
I like
is
this.
barge into their area. Well, not barge,
Wait.
just go in.
We need to resolve the magic items first. So you have your cloak, your nature's mantle. You have your.
I don't even have it written down.
Just write it down. Nature's mantle. Then.
That's it. I already gave myself my strength increase, so.
I see. Yeah, 19 strength. That's gauntlets of overpower for you.
Boom.
Let's see here. You have your rod of
Rod of the
Pack Keeper. It currently has one charge, so you can expend. It has its charge. So like once per long rest, you can use it to gain a warlock
What
spell.
does my thing do again?
Okay.
Upon
You can attempt to hide even when you are lightly obscured, and even if someone's looking directly at you, and it's a bonus action instead of an action. Which means you can basically just be rogue light. But the thing is, rangers do a butt ton of damage, so you can be like nature rogue.
What ton?
Butt ton.
Button time.
Butt ton.
Oh, button. Got it.
Yeah, a button load of damage.
And let's see, Gabriel, your
Keep it
your-
clean. Keep it
You
clean.
have your staff of
A button's worth of damage.
He promised that he would watch his language because there were small ears today.
Speaking of small ears.
Let's see.
Oh,
All right.
hold on.
Let's see.
Typed in stuff.
All right. Oh, hello.
Whoa, there's another one.
No, that's both Mimo.
Hello,
Very-
D&D family.
Button.
Look out.
Buttons of damage.
All right,
Button.
Gabriel, you
Button.
have
Damage.
successfully attuned to your staff of defense.
I'm now
You-
invincible.
You now have a +1 to your armor class, which means you now have 18 instead of 17.
what's my thing called?
Nature's mantle.
Trade you. You wanna know?
Dude, do you know how to spell?
Yeah.
Just right.
Choose my
Nature's mantle. No, be like it.
No.
Saber can't even look that way. I can't. I just can't.
Gabriel's like, I have to focus.
Okay, we're good.
Here, the helmet.
Wear this helmet.
It drowns everything.
It just amplifies all your own sounds.
All right. Oh, no. All right. So I'm opening the book for the first time.
Julian,
That's the good deed.
what is all my new weapons? I'm writing them down. What do I have? Like plus what D4 like?
Are you gonna stay for a bit after
What are you
this?
talking about?
I have
Maybe.
my
Depends on data.
knife and then that halberd, whatever thing that I got, the mini halberd thing.
Mini. It's not a halberd. It's a mini spear. Yikalwa.
I know it's not-
YKLWA.
Okay, say it again.
YALWA.
YKLWA.
YK.
Yikalwa.
Yikalwa.
The only reason I know that is because it's the best possible weapon for monks to have.
All right, so what is
It
it?
does
A plus,
1d8 damage and it's one-handed.
a plus what?
And it's simple.
It's
In my
it'd be
It'd be 1d8.
plus
And it'd be
5.
Plus
Plus
no,
5 to hit. Plus
no,
3 for damage. Yeah.
No, it's plus your strength. Plus your strength because it's not a finesse weapon.
So
It's-
I get
it's
a
not
plus
finesse.
nothing. I get a plus nothing.
You get
No, you get plus your
+2 to
proficiency.
hit
Plus your
and
proficiency.
plus 0 for damage.
I get a plus 2.
Plus 2 to hit.
Plus 0 for damage.
Plus 0 for damage.
Which means it just is flat 1d8. Your
Guys, I think I'm
rapier
missing it.
is better. But if you use your action to throw it, then it acts as a basic ranged weapon, so you can use dexterity instead.
Stack the.
But at that
stack
point,
the
you're
D4 on there
better
and
off
stack
just
stuff on
using a
top of that.
longbow because
You
it does the
almost
same
got it.
amount of damage.
You're almost there.
Now, for a pro level dice stack, you got to start with a D4.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Okay. So you are done attuning to your handy
I was
dandy
wondering
magic
how long it was
items.
going to take you. Wait.
Would you like to continue
Yeah,
down
that'll
this? Let's see here. So this room, map time. Map time.
Map time!
This
Map time.
Wow. There's just a
Let's
Gabriel
go.
face.
Woo!
Gabriel, come on.
Gabriel, back up.
This is your map as of so far. The rest of you only have a loose understanding because it's dexterity. It's plus 5.
Plus 5. 1d4 damage.
Your mom got our
Plus-
joke.
Yeah. So
Plus 3?
all of you have like a
Damage.
all of you have like a vague understanding of this map right here, so you can like
Yep.
loosely remember it.
Yep.
But Cornelius, you recall it perfectly because of your wanderer feature from your Outlander background. So this next room that you're going to, it just looks like a
Hey.
very long hallway
Mm-hmm.
that leads
Right here.
I see. Coming out of here.
at least 40 feet.
Mm.
At least 40 feet.
40.
40 feet.
Where are we
Where
right
did I
now?
put my? Okay, here it is.
Where are we right now?
You're in this room
We're
right
in
here.
this room, looking down a hallway apparently going this way.
I'd like to barge into the hallway with my sword drawn.
Hang on a second.
Rapier, I should say.
Let's see where the hallway is first, and then we'll.
Is it dark?
There's
Hey,
no
hold on.
natural lights.
Okay.
No, because I've got light.
Okay, so you have
Once an hour every hour.
you have successfully cast light, and it is no longer dark.
Not that you care anyway. You can
I
see
mean,
just fine.
superior dark
What
vision.
should
So, every time you cast light, it's like
I don't know.
it's like you're breaking her heart even more because she just wants to feel at home.
Wants to be in the dark. It's like nope.
Light.
Isn't it dark?
Light.
Oh, look at the dark hallway.
Boom.
Wah, wah.
Yeah. Well, did I draw that right?
Just
Yeah, I drew that right. Okay, that's good.
casting light on the top of my spears. Into the...
Light.
No,
light.
no.
Yeah. And then you got Ethan with his glowing sword.
Oh, I want to go down the hallway.
His is dimmer than mine though.
Much dimmer. The light spells
Mine can just
very
steal all
bright.
the light. So
You're just like, I want the light now.
here you go, dear. I will.
It's just kind of flavor text. It doesn't actually. You know what? At later levels, if you still have that, I might actually
Include a light stealing element.
Like literally.
like maybe a miniature darkness
Yep.
spell.
All right.
That
So
would be
we are moving down the
Yeah,
All
hallway.
right, so you're moving as you're moving down the hallway.
I'm
that's
sneering
5,
at you.
10, 15.
Why?
Because I can see in the dark. We don't need.
Oh, it
this
hurts
light.
your eyes.
I intentionally just keep the light on your face.
So you see these marks right here indicate stairs. You're going downwards.
Okay.
Mm.
Downwards is a good direction.
I can fly up in case we need to.
Oh, the ceiling also goes downwards.
Yes. So
That's a problem.
tunnel downwards. Downwards is a good direction. Nothing ever bad happens going downwards.
Definitely.
Well, the thing is, as you go down, the danger increases, but so do the rewards.
Mm.
Danger's questionable. We know there are troglodytes here. Nothing bad dangerous.
Right.
If you keep going down, you find more dangerous stuff like illithids and dragons.
Oh yes.
I like to barge into the closest room.
The closest room.
room is more hallway, probably.
The closest room is right here.
At the end of the
As you
hallway
go.
downstairs.
Yeah.
We're going.
Right
We're
down
going.
here.
Barging through.
Boop, 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 boop. All right, you barge through into this area.
There's another vessel.
Yeah. As you
This is the nest of demogorgons.
as you walk in, you walk into this room with this. It's
Nice textures, Sean.
Oh,
It looks really
sorry.
cavey.
Thank you. I've been practicing.
I'm taking a picture of their dice.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that's
tough.
just
I can do that. I'm sure do it with all my dice.
I don't
See-
stack the metal dice. Something about when they fall, they're very loud.
Yeah.
Don't.
Oh, he must have.
That was a
I'm
mistake.
watching.
Oh no.
Me.
Oh, no, it's fine.
I am watching.
You don't. You can't.
I think that's
Try to stay awake.
Yeah. There we go.
What are you doing?
He needs to work.
my hand.
What?
And also, if I want, now I've got my music box.
All right. So as you barge into this room, right about here is an area that looks like it is like muddy and wet.
Oh.
Though it is pretty far down, and as you look over, there's actually stairs leading up. So this is like kind of a sunken place. So maybe they like dug down here and just decided it was too wet, and they just kept digging back up. But
Who are these vague people?
the
But
troglodytes.
the troglodytes.
Like it doesn't.
That were inevitably
Yeah.
going
It
to
I'm definitely going to investigate.
it doesn't stink as bad in here. It
That's
just
the
it just smells musty. So roll me either investigation or perception.
All of us?
No, Ethan said he was going to investigate. So
Investigation.
investigation 17. All right. So
That
as
was so tall.
you're I don't know why you didn't decide to use perception since you're clearly better at perception. But
I just did the first thing.
As
Everyone
you-
else no.
you're looking and you look at this puddle, and as you realize that there's like
I will make
there's
this better.
like yes I know there's like bubbles boop, 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 in the puddle, and as you look at it closer, it's not the same color as like the ground around it. And then as you think to yourself, and then you get this little tingling right on your left shoulder.
Time to go puddle jumping.
You get this tingling, and you look
Not really.
down to see the barely healed singed feathers. This is an ochre jelly that is just sitting there minding its own business. Like for those of you who don't know, in a prior adventure before the live streams, he took half of his HP to a single hit from an ochre jelly.
They're literal jello people.
They're just little they're globs of ooze that do a lot of damage.
They're sentient globs of acid.
Yeah,
We
they're
fought
sentient
them.
globs of acid.
They're
Where were we?
melting stuff.
We were.
On
No, this was at Mimos.
a getaway.
Yeah, they were on a different mission. We were.
He got slapped.
We were just hanging out.
Actually, it was right here.
He got slapped. No, it wasn't. It was at Mimos. He got slapped for half his health in one hit. So yeah, that was the whole thing.
I didn't tell you, Mom.
So the ochre jelly does not seem to be doing anything. It's just kind of sitting there, simmering.
I'd like to just leave it alone. I know what it can do.
Do we have to go? I mean, in order to go up the stairs?
No, it's like it's in this area right here. You came in here, and in order to leave the room, you go up here. It's like sitting
Is there any treasure in this
Down
room?
here. Yeah.
there.
Is there any treasure?
You rolled a high investigation, so I will tell you there is no treasure, no secret rooms, just the ogre jelly.
Oh,
That's helpful.
That's probably why the troglodytes didn't like this area.
yeah.
Up the stairs.
Up the stairs we go.
Up the
Don't
stairs.
fight jelly.
We're going.
That's
I don't want to have an acid bath.
I do.
Oh, you
stuff.
wouldn't get gas bath anyway. You're a magic user.
No, true.
Terrified in the background.
You could just
I'm the magic user, valiantly up front.
Yeah, but she's the cool dark elf, and you're just the lame human.
Yeah, I'm the lame human with shiny armor.
Very
Look
shiny.
at my ears.
I'm the one who spits fire.
Don't you have any respect for your elderly?
That.
No, I'm human.
Well, anyway, as you continue, you go up the stairs, and it goes up into a chamber. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A chamber.
I like you so.
Secrets?
3, 4, 5.
Is it a secret chamber?
Does it have basilisks in it?
Whoop. I hope not. They're way more horrifying in D&D.
I would assume that.
I say, and I don't think I have that spell prepared, so I hope we're not fighting basilisks.
I seriously doubt it would pit you up against basilisks.
That would be bad.
Basilisk.
Basilisk.
Because I don't have what is it called?
This
Greater
is a large.
restoration?
This is a
Lesser
large
The
room.
lesser restoration.
Lesser restoration can undo petrification.
Ah,
And
that's nifty.
I don't have that prepped, so it doesn't matter.
I mean, if someone gets petrified, you could just take a nap and then you'd have it.
Say, yeah, take an 8-hour nap.
Take an 8-hour nap, yeah. All right, so you see in this chamber, this is likely the place where the secret passageway that you found over by this
The
one.
pit.
It's
Oh, I was so close.
you know what?
Huge.
Oh, well, I drew that one. It's the secret.
No.
The secret passageway is supposed to be here.
That one.
You didn't catch his face.
So yes,
Same general space.
right here. That's the secret passageway.
Yay!
With stairs leading down. Yay.
So it all kind of acts. We just wasted all this time.
No, This is where the troglodytes are hiding, and as you walk up the stairs, they're all like grumbling and murmuring to themselves. And
How many of them are there approximately?
He's the sound effect.
He's doing the special
Look at the
effects.
sound effects over there. Grumbling and mumbling.
10.
10.
And
10 of them.
We can take 'em.
As they're grumbling, and they, as you walk up, do you attempt to sneak, or do you make yourselves known?
I would like to stomp my feet while I walk towards them.
Are you just like
I'm not sneaking. There's no sneaking for me. I'm literally a glowing beacon.
pretty much?
They don't see me. They don't see me.
No one sees.
He's hiding behind
I'm
No,
so, I'm so
like-
visible that
it's
they
like
can't
you're-
see me.
You're clanking and rattling, and there's
I was
light pouring out. You're like,
I have disadvantage on stealth. There's no point in me trying to sneak this thing. I'm just
so.
Wait, what are they?
You walk up.
troglodytes.
Troglodytes.
Oh,
Not worried.
for sure.
You walk up, and they stop like grumbling to each other, and then they turn around and they look, and then they there's one of them who yells at the others, who seems to recognize you, and then they all go.
Yes,
Behold,
thank you. We
the
have
shining
killed
savior.
the bad guy for you. We are your savior.
Oh, did you telepathically tell them this? Because
Yes.
Yes.
they
Yes, I do.
They speak troglodyte. They speak a language. Therefore, you can
I
telepathically
am
talk
going
to them.
to tell them that.
Can I just?
You don't know troglodyte.
Donations would be much preferred.
I just.
Donations.
We already took all their stuff.
I just like.
Donations would be much preferred.
Can I just like roll my eyes and just like walk around them?
Yes.
You literally have to say that.
Roll my
I'd like
eyes.
to
My eyes.
roll my eyes.
So-
Okay, roll my eyes.
As you tell them that, what do you say?
I say, hello,
It's like you might go for
troglodyte nation.
Troglodyte nation.
Troglodyte.
Troglonation.
Troglodyte.
I love it.
She's got troglodytes on her
We-
shirt.
Roll dice.
Well, bastards.
We have successfully beaten the bad one. I don't know what they call him.
I mean,
They worshipped
The
him
monster.
so.
The many-headed one.
the many. Yes.
The
there we
many-headed one.
There we go.
We will accept all of your praise at this time.
And then they start.
And if you-
they start applauding.
And if you do not praise us, then you will die.
they clap even harder, but they go.
I'd like
Thank
to.
you.
I'd like to push Lobelia.
Like,
Push
well,
me.
like shove her.
Just like a.
Why?
All right, roll the shove.
Oh,
It's an attack roll, so make a
Oh my gosh, you can
Roll a
hurt her.
D20.
yeah
5.
5.
You got your own dice
you,
tray.
you just kind of go like you're not even looking, and you just kind of go, and you like slap her in the face, and you're like,
Like you were going for the shoulder, but you just went. Eh.
yeah.
Like you're gonna gently push her shoulder.
And then my little troglodyte people.
Yeah, and then
What do my troglodyte people
Now
do?
we stab the dragon.
one of the troglodytes gasps and like starts yelling at you in troglodyte.
Pick the fight with the troglodyte.
Taking a fight with a
But,
troglodyte.
I'll take him down.
None of you have comprehend languages, do you?
Nope.
Okay.
Not
I
yet.
have quite
No,
a few languages, but not.
No.
you
You show them the sword, they'll
I
understand that.
lots of languages.
I can pick up tongues at some point, but not yet.
Tongues. I forgot what that supposed to is.
Basically, I can speak and understand any language for an hour. It's very handy.
I thought that was comprehend languages.
Comprehend languages, you can only understand them. You can't speak.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Tongues, you can speak every language too.
That's pretty cool.
It's very handy. It's like a fourth
I
level
can speak.
stuff.
Oh, jeez. Is it a ritual or is it just fourth level straight?
Fourth level. Like you burn your slot.
What's
It's-
Aaron?
So you see,
I speak Aaron.
Auran.
Auran.
What's that?
That's a language of air elementals and people who live in the elemental plane of air.
Draconic, Druidic, and Elvish. I can speak to you.
Yeah.
You're not
You can also speak to druids for some reason.
Druidic?
It was on the list of languages.
No.
So
Usually that's a druid only thing, but I'll allow.
yeah,
I
it's
can
like
speak
it's like druidic is on the list, but thieves' cant isn't.
That's backwards.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway,
Okay.
so
Can I get my
I vote
sword?
we leave the troglodytes alone, as you know, maybe they'll find more jewels and gold.
Oh yeah,
and
and
Right.
speaking of which, as you're saying that, like they don't like understand what you're saying, but they realize that you're wearing their stuff and they like get super excited. They're like, hey, they're using our stuff. They're using our stuff.
I say,
Because the Thessal Hydra didn't appreciate any of the stuff that they gave it.
and maybe if we come back in like say a couple weeks, we can get more stuff. Maybe they'll have more stuff. for us.
have a small army.
Ooh,
Because like you are now their pantheon of gods.
Yes.
I can approve this.
Because you destroyed their old god, which was terrorizing them, and
And probably
they
eating them.
couldn't. Probably eating them.
I'd
They couldn't appease it with however much riches they gave it.
Awesome. and now we've
So I can tell
And
them
then
that we are.
I'd like to make
we-
a
we
speech
want-
to
we
them.
want-
Hang
gold.
on, they don't understand you yet. And
we
hang
want
on.
gold and jewels and magical items.
Yeah, translate.
Yes.
She'll
I will tell our subjects.
She'll translate.
I will tell our subjects we are not going to stay long. We must press on our adventure, but we will return. And if you can get us more gold, we will
We'll
be very happy and
Pleased.
pleased with you.
We will be pleased. Yes, and one of the troglodytes.
And you will live.
Who, yeah. and you will live. Well, one of the
Can I
troglodytes.
Slip that in.
One
Can I just,
of the troglodytes,
just
like,
again?
they've kind of been like babbling at you, like what she doesn't understand us. And then one of the troglodytes who looks like maybe like their leader, he runs back behind some rocks and he picks up a big stone tablet and he walks forward. He goes, "You talk, chog."
Yes.
No. No. We do not.
Oh.
I love it.
And then like they're kind of disappointed, and then some of them are confused. Like, wait, then how did we understand? Like, they're just very confused.
Yeah.
And then they talk, and he said, he like turns it around, but there's nothing written on the back of it. And then he's like, he turns it upside down. And then he points to his temple. And he's like, eh? Talk? Talk?
That's how I talk.
Yes.
Oh, talk. And he tells them, and then they're like, all of them, some of them are still very confused. But a lot of them are like, oh yeah, like that's like they're really strong.
I like to make my speech now.
Can they talk back to you?
No, like I don't think they can.
I don't
Julian?
think it's a two-way.
No,
No.
they can't talk.
It's
That's
a
sending us
message. No, was it the
It's message that goes both ways.
Yeah, message goes both ways. The psionic sorcerers get their telepathic link, but Guloks only get they only get their lesser telepathy.
Just as you can communicate them, so they can talk back. So.
I want
Yeah.
to squish.
And message and lesser telepathy specifically say that they can talk back. So yeah, I would assume you can only speak to them. They cannot speak back.
Joanne?
Huh.
So there's 10
There's 10.
troglodytes?
There are 10.
Oh, that's adorable. Could I give each of them one piece of gold?
Why?
Don't do that.
I mean, they just gave you a bunch of their
Just
stuff.
say
They'll
they just gave it to. They'll just give it to us right back.
Yeah,
They,
in a week they'll give it to me.
Do you want to like test this on one of them?
Well, I'm just gonna give one piece of gold to each of them.
Turn around and turn back and
Roll
ask
me a
for gold.
Constitution saving throw to resist the troglodyte stench.
No, this is what you should do. This is what you should do. You should give it to them, turn around, turn back, and say, "Does anyone have any gold?" And if he doesn't give it to you, then kill him.
Kill him.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
7.
No, we'll have
As an
Dad.
example.
No, don't even pull out your
what's
swords. Just we'll have
what's your
Dad
con
punch it.
save- Your con save DC.
Whoa, there.
It would be +3.
7 plus. You are now poisoned.
See what happened?
So you walk up to one of them and try to give them a gold, and then you go. You just like vomit, like you vomit, and it's like partially it's like steaming and bubbling because you're a fire dragonborn, and they like jump back, they're terrified, and one of them actually curses in Draconic, who here speaks Draconic?
That's good.
I say it. I do.
All right, so
Oh, you do too?
No.
Oh, that's
all right.
I,
Dad, do you speak Draconic?
3/4 of our party.
All right.
No,
So-
primordial Elvish.
You
Can I
speak
growl
two
at them?
things. I speak.
Can I growl at him?
You just heard one of them speak Draconic. You're sure you don't want to talk to it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I can talk to
I'll
all
go
three of
talk
you
to
in
it.
Elvish because
No, you're
you're
just.
poisoned.
Well,
Look at all my stuff.
you're currently throwing up.
I think
So-
Ethan should because I'm the one that they. I mean, I could.
No, I'm the
talk.
dragon.
Well, you're also throwing up.
You're the face of the party.
I am the face of the party.
Yes, and Ethan has 8 charisma. So
I am the one who's going to talk to them.
Wait,
So
what's wrong with
he's
it?
cursing?
It
It's
means
very
you're,
low.
you're bad at social interaction.
That's right.
It makes sense with your character since you're socially awkward.
You're
but-
not good.
Plus, they look at me like I am.
You know.
Yeah, come on. So
Got us.
yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Like they essentially they see you as the head of the pantheon since you're like the one speaking to them
In
and
their minds.
because you're like the only one, you're the one holding the staff and they're the ones with all like the weapons and everything.
Yeah.
I'll just.
I'm holding a staff.
I'm
just gonna-
holding a staff.
And
No, I'm holding a staff too.
all right, so
Claw.
each
Well, they think she's better.
And now
'cause
you're
her
Wolverine.
cloak is billowing in a cave.
Yes,
I'm
that's
billowing.
True. Oh, yes, you are. So yeah, they think that you're like
When I came in.
you're like the high
Vibration
goddess.
of stench. Okay. So.
Okay, so you now understand some of them speak Draconic, so you
Okay.
can now. Would you like to do anything?
Did
Am I
you make
done
that up, or did
belching
you
yet?
actually say?
No.
I made it up. Actually,
Julian,
no, you don't know, do you?
am I done belching yet?
Okay.
Belching?
I will get to you when I get to you. We'll be like,
So they're cursing because he's throwing up? Or?
no, one of them's like out of fear, like in Draconic. He cursed in Draconic.
Oh, well, I mean, I think I would just say, oh, you speak Draconic.
What? You speak Draconic too?
I do.
I'm afraid we must kill you.
And then they start talking to each other in Troglodyte, and then it switches to Draconic, and they're like, oh, they speak.
So they all
Nope,
speak.
They don't speak. Blah, 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 blah. They just start
Oh.
just babbling in Draconic.
Okay.
It turns from incomprehensible foreign speech to incomprehensible
Lots of
just
gibberish.
just
yeah.
talk like you're in a
Okay.
crowd.
Okay. All right.
Wait, why did you
Yeah.
add that? Wouldn't it have been funnier?
Would you just stop?
I done belching. Barfing, not
So
belching.
and the one who was attempting to speak common is just like looking around, scratching his head, like looking at the tablet. And then when as he like holds it up and flips it around to make sure there's nothing on the other side, you notice that there's not even any common words on it. It's just like scribblings that you can only imagine are troglodyte.
Ah.
So it's like it was probably very difficult for him to make that.
Oh, I see.
I'd like to walk up to his thing and say, "Nice try." Smash it on the ground.
Mm-mm.
No, I'm not going to do that.
I will not allow that.
Well, you're not the leader, so.
As we're just like
I mean,
holding,
I,
just like
to be perfectly honest, I don't know why we're still there.
let's just.
Is there a
go.
reason? Yeah. I mean, I've already told them that
Right.
we're not
And then
staying long.
you'll be back.
Yeah,
And I
I'll
mean,
tell them in Draconic now that we
back
will
at
be
home.
back, and we will be back, and we appreciate your cooperation with us.
You better have gold next time.
Yes.
Or
Because
some of you
we
will
are-
have to go.
As I
I wanna
walk,
show the
as
other
I
one.
walk back and forth, and my cape billows,
Yeah.
we are very powerful.
Yeah, they're just like enthralled. Just like, oh.
I'm just like repeatedly casting light and letting it go and casting.
I be
it,
flipping my
letting it go,
butterfly
Just
knife?
letting it go.
Can I be just flipping my butterfly?
Yeah,
Can I be flipping my knife?
You're flipping your knife, and your birds are just kind of sitting there, like
Can I flip
trying to
the-
look as like knightly as possible.
Can I be flipping my
We-
knife too?
You're still throwing up. So okay,
So
roll,
we are-
roll the
we-
Constitution saving throw once more.
Okay, yeah, he has to stop throwing up.
I'm doing mine now.
We
What
will.
is he throwing up? He hasn't eaten anything.
Exactly. He's throwing up his
14!
bile.
14 plus 3.
All right,
We
so
will.
He's
you
slurping up
You're
again.
good now.
you swallow the last of the puke. And- And then you're like, man, that was so bad. And it's like your nostrils are kind of like burning so that you can't really smell the troglodytes anymore.
Good.
You're now immune to the troglodyte stench for an hour.
Now can I go to
Ah,
Okay.
I
So
wanna
you
go.
walk up to
I wouldn't
one,
say necessarily
and
worth
like you're
it,
you're
but-
like you're like wincing like this. And like they're like terrified of you. they,
For
like,
how long? Like,
they've already
a
like
minute straight.
you've already
just
heard them like
vomiting.
discussing like what you're the gods of. They think that you are the god of light
I'll allow this.
because you're like flashing. They think that you are the god of birds because you're a bird, and
You have birds.
and you have birds.
they think
Like-
that Julian, they think you're the god of darkness because your sword is like sucking in light. Light and dark, yeah.
Yin and yang.
They're still trying to figure out what you're the goddess of because you have wind, you speak telepathically and you speak Draconic, so they're just very confused. They think that you're just
I'm
like,
just like-
they think that you're just like a goddess so far, and you're definitely the god of fire. because you just belched lava. And as you walk up to one of them to hand them a gold coin, he just he says no thank you. In Draconic.
Eat him.
Then
No.
Bye.
I'll eat you.
Not
All right.
at all.
No, so
I like to wave
all right,
and start flipping the knife.
I'm just
like taking your
Okay,
knife off
we
all right.
are going
So,
on our way, but
do you-
we shall return, and we appreciate
just the blunt of my spirit start like
you.
nudging
Remember,
these guys
gold-
out.
Yeah, I'm
out,
like,
All
out,
right.
out.
Remember, it's gold or nothing. I mean, gold or death.
You walk back out this way through the formerly secret passage,
Break through the
and
rock.
back down here
Kick down the rock.
the stench of the
The dead
Vessel Hydra's
people's champion?
decaying corpse, and also you notice one of the giant spiders is missing from its cave.
Oh,
Everyone, roll me perception.
oh boy.
Aw.
Oh no. I think I know what's going on.
20. I got a natural 20.
Nat 20. What's your modifier?
16.
I rolled.
What's your modifier for perception? Nat-
0.
just 20.
So he's got a nat 20.
Okay,
I've got a
so
17.
17. Let's see here.
11.
All right,
11.
11.
Oh my god, he's so cute in that onesie.
Lobelia, what did you
I
roll?
have 17.
17. Julian, what did you roll?
I got a 9.
All right, so every single one of you noticed that the giant spider is currently hanging on the ceiling right above where the Vessel Hydra is,
Oh.
and it's like hanging down, kind of like investigating the area.
Yeah.
Hey, can I get my onesie on?
All right, so you're gonna leave now.
I thought you were going.
Also,
You're
just so
going.
you know, you guys don't need to go back through the spider's cave in order to get out. So you don't need to like sneak past them or anything.
Okay, we're leaving. We're
All right,
leaving.
so you're leaving.
What do you
go
think's gonna
back
happen?
I'm gonna go get my
You
onesie.
go back through the
I don't know, but I
the
don't want to
small
find out.
entrance.
There.
You no longer need your light spell. You no longer need your
Yep.
sword.
My
And
eyes.
Lobelia, fire.
Is
Your eyes are burning.
and I just casually, as she's like wincing at the light spell. just a flashlight in the daylight. You know.
I'm gonna stick close to the darkness sword.
The darkness sword. Yeah.
You take 30 points of damage. You take 30 points of light damage.
Light radiant.
Radiant damage.
Radiant
You are now at 1
damage.
HP.
You're now at what? Yeah. You know, I'm surprised that sword doesn't deal necrotic damage.
And you hear a rumble, and then everyone gets crushed by bullies.
Rocks fall, everyone dies. Jordan. All right, well, is Gabriel going to the bathroom?
Probably.
Okay.
He went to go change.
Oh, change.
He wants to be in a onesie too.
Yeah.
All that.
Roses.
Oh my goodness.
Details from behind the DM screen.
I think he's
I wasn't behind it.
You were.
I was right
working.
here.
He's
This
working
isn't
hard.
behind
He's
it.
with
This
his
is
legs
next
under
to it.
Oh my gosh. He's trying to crawl.
Next to it.
No, I have message.
I have
But
message.
button. Oh, button.
I have
Or is it
message.
button? I have message. Mark.
A
huge animated
object
doesn't have an armor class.
Nope.
I'll find it. There he is.
Expert.
Our dragon.
Gabriel, we're still playing.
Our dragonborn is an elf.
Gabriel, we're still playing.
So close.
All right. Nice.
Actually, he's a human pretending to be an elf.
No, he's a dragonborn pretending to be a human, pretending to be an elf.
Yes.
Oh wow.
That is not
just keep things clear.
That is not confusing at all.
All right. So as you, Draco, what are you doing?
I see. Let's
He's grabbing.
Let's
us.
head
I'm going
to
to move
the-
on. I'm
Okay,
going to
moving
move
on.
to the
Moving on.
castle.
Moving on.
As you
Nice,
you all
I wanna
you
go to
all
the
come
castle.
out, you all come out of you all
Are
You
you
all run
rich?
out of the adorable
you
babies.
emerge triumphantly from the cave with your
My cape is billowing.
your cape is billowing, your armor is gleaming, your sword
I am blind.
is
Sucking
being your
in light.
sword. Your sword is being your sword. And
I'm loving the baby.
and
you
you've
need to calm
you've
down
all
with the
found
snacks.
so much amazing stuff. Your 1,000 gold pieces worth of stuff. You have the Thessal Hydra's heads. You have your new magic stuff.
Sell it all. Sell all the stuff.
Eh,
Except for my stuff.
eh. All right.
I mean, better stuff.
Alrighty then. So what do you do?
I said, I assume we head back
Are we
to
going to
the
the castle?
castle.
Going back
Sir
to Sir Tristan.
Tristan. Yes.
Okay, so as you're walking there, do you like pull the Hydra's heads out of the bags or keep them in until you get there?
I would vote keep them in.
I'm keeping the head in my bag.
I would say they drip acid, so I'm going to vote we don't.
Well, they don't drip acid anymore.
They've
been bled dry.
big, gross heads.
Yeah, no.
Stay in
Can I
bags.
jump in there?
Yes.
Stay
No.
in the bags. No, they're full. They're full now. They're full of dead Hydra.
They're full of dead stuff. Yeah.
You don't want to be in the bag with a
With the dead Hydra.
Yeah.
There-
Well,
I might get spooked and then get
anyway.
teleported to the astral plane.
You all go back, and as you come over to the side, the guards who are guarding the castle, they look at you. They're like,
Weren't you just
"Where did you go?"
why?
We've been around.
No, because well, they
Anyway.
they don't regard you. They like nod at you, and then they realize that because they know you went that way, and if you're coming back, it's just like, oh, you came back. But you guys went the other way. You guys went all the way to the woods at the edge of town.
Oh yeah.
And then you come all the way back from over here, and they're like, and then one of them actually asks, "Did you go around the entire world or something?"
Yes, that's
Something.
Something like that.
Something.
Yes,
And
something
then,
like
and then
that.
another one chimes in, "I wouldn't be surprised. This one has wings." Did you go around the entire world?
Here you go.
I can eat you.
Can you go?
He's like
You're a parrot.
he's like 6 feet tall, and he has a
I
map.
can slowly hack away on
He's holding a halberd and he's wearing plate mail.
Ooh.
it.
Wait, did he say
I can
that?
hug you.
And he's eating a chicken just as scary.
Did you say I can hug you?
I can mug him.
I
I thought you said I could
hug you.
hug you.
I can mug him
Slap
for
him
his
in the
Nice.
face.
I can mug him for the.
Can I just
halberd.
slap? Can I slap
You
Cornelius?
don't use
Quit it with the slap. If
halberds.
you slap me, I'm chopping your hand off.
You don't use halberds.
No PC fighting.
So
PCs
do
don't
you?
fight.
So these guards are kind of just like looking at you confusedly. Well, what do you do?
Mug him.
No.
Well, we
They're like,
Pull out my spear and I
yes,
We would like to-
shooing
like
these
holding him.
vagabonds through. Like,
Yeah.
come on, we've got a job to do.
we need
No, they're not letting
Right.
you in yet.
yeah.
They don't
we
know.
seek counsel with your master,
Sir Tristan.
Sir Tristan.
Persian.
Ah. So I take it you, and like they notice like none of you have a scratch on you, so they're like,
Because we're that
And
good.
I open the bag. It's like that. It's like in Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
yeah.
As you open the lid of the bag, just
And then
four heads fall out.
All right.
Whoops.
All right. So
Look like this.
both of the guards see what's in the bag and they just go, and then they
I ate
they
it.
lower their halberds and they gesture to go through.
Thank you.
see
And so
ya.
you
You
go
would have thought.
through the courtyards, and there are already like royal advisors who are like
Gonna cause some
Hey,
trouble.
they're like worriedly talking to each other, sitting at like little lunch table things, and
Wait, as we're walking, I'm sorry, DM.
yes,
As we're walking, I have a little discussion with my children about behaving because we're here to get our reward.
If you don't behave, we
So
don't get the reward.
Yes,
I'm not your child.
Yes,
I look
you
like
are.
your
you're
child.
lawful
Nah.
good.
now you,
I
Follow
look
what
like
your
your
character is, please.
I hope.
Drow, Dragonborn, Drow,
Oh,
I am.
You're too late to change that.
I respond to mom. See, I said mom.
what do you say?
these are literally so cute.
I say okay.
Okay.
Well,
I can't promise anything.
oh, change your no.
What? Hey!
It's fine if they act out.
I know,
Don't
I
worry,
know.
I got this.
Okay.
As you're like your spear glows menacingly.
I just prep something. Don't mind me.
Well, anyway, you go into the castle, and Tristan isn't actually sitting on his throne. He's actually like to the right of the door, talking to some royal guards, and he's actually examining a short sword that the town blacksmith is actually standing there as well. Like they seem like they're talking about like what weapons would be best used to fend off the Hydra if you don't return. But he seems like he's kind of shooing it off. Like he's like, oh, I'm sure that they have killed the Hydra by now. But the blacksmith is like, it's been over a day.
And then
We just
I make my cloak billow
Oh,
as
yeah.
much as I can. And I turn around and then I open the bag.
Okay, so let's see here. There's a.
And I would like to.
Ta-da!
I'm gonna
Let's
flip
see
my
this.
knife.
There's an advisor watching you through the door, and an advisor talking to Tristan, and the blacksmith, Tristan. Those are all the people.
Just to add to
Here.
your effect too, like I'm gonna target something on like the
Spotlight.
back of your belt, and I'm gonna cast light so it looks like light's just coming out of your cloak.
Oh, and you have minor illusion as well. You can make the aurora borealis.
Or I could
if
cast
you
lights.
want.
I could cast the
Dancing lights.
dancing lights.
Swirling around.
Let's make a whole show.
Why
not?
If we're gonna go big, let's go big.
It's a big room.
I'd like to
right?
attempt the ghost card tricks with my knife. Do I need to roll something?
Roll me sleight of hand.
Get a one. Get a one. Get a one.
Sleight of hand.
No, I was talking to him.
Oh, what?
As I'm going,
11. What's your sleight of hand?
it'd be +3 at least.
+3.
+3. Okay, so that's
14.
14. 14
Can
sleight
I
of
do
hand.
the hardest tricks too?
No.
Sleight of hand.
Do I attempt when I throw it in the air and I grab it on the blade and I lose 5 fingers. 4
Oh my
fingers.
gosh.
4 of my 5 fingers.
Stop.
14.
You actually are a coker, have 4 fingers.
I lose 3
About
of my
14.
4 fingers.
You got a 14? You roll the 14. What is your sleight of hand modifier?
+3.
1.
Plus
What?
He's gonna
How?
pick your nose.
Plus 1.
You only got 1 dex.
All right. Okay, so
Poke in
14,
the eye.
15 and 14. So,
Yeah, it would be the first time.
all right. So we have all of this. So as you're walking in, these two have started a competition over who can flip their knife the best.
They're different kinds of knives. I win. No.
He's like doing his butterfly knife thing. He's just kind of like spinning his knife.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
But it does look pretty cool because it's like jewel encrusted, and like there's a royal advisor like kind of walking. And then as you walk
All you
in,
gotta do is ask.
as you walk in, your belt shines light. Your cloak begins to billow. And do you want to do the dancing lights thing?
Yeah.
Oh, so do you like what do you want them to do?
I want the dancing lights to.
Spin around the party.
Well, yeah, I
Whole
want
party.
I want it
Right,
to
so
be
spin
everyone.
around
They're
the
spinning
party.
around the whole party.
Like,
Like
This go like
What do they look like? Do they look like torches, lanterns, or small glowing orbs?
just go like
Orbs.
Orbs.
orbs for
Okay,
sure.
orbs.
Yeah,
If we're
All
going
right.
to go for magical effects, go for the most magical.
All
that'll
right.
scare people.
Yeah, they look like will o wisps.
How long does that last? I'm also going to, just as we're walking up, I'm gonna tap her on the shoulder and cast guidance,
all right.
just
All
for
right.
safety.
All right. Okay, so as you start billowing, and what do you say?
Falls on her face.
Ah,
All right, what do you say?
oh, I say.
We have returned. Give us
Sir
a warning.
Tristan, we have returned,
Give us a warning.
and
And did you like show the head?
Yes. yes,
Just
because I
double.
said I'm billowing and I
All right.
turn and I open the bag.
Yes. And then there are 2 bags.
Well, I have one.
All right, who has Draco? You have the other.
Draco has the other bag.
And I'm like-
I'm just gonna eat the heads.
No, you're
He's like currently
even
flipping a
roll
knife. It's like he doesn't even realize something's going on. And like after the thing, and he goes,
Oh yeah.
and he opens it. And then like
No, I do
the
this.
blacksmith like
Fates.
the blacksmith like tries to turn and run because he thinks it's the Hydra, and then he trips and he falls. And then the royal advisor who was behind you, you just hear as the door slams. But the Tristan's head royal advisor and Tristan himself are like they're the royal advisor is like amazed, and he's like, "Whoa, what? They're alive!" And then
No,
Tristan,
we're not.
And then
We're
Tristan
ghosts.
says, and he like tosses the sword over his shoulder. He said, "I knew you'd come back."
He tosses a whole sword.
Yes, a whole sword. And then
Yeah, Cool Rangers.
he says to his
Yes,
advisor,
what should we do with
he's-
these heads?
he says to his advisor, "Get the artist working on it." And he let's see, he touches it to make sure it's not, he touches it to make sure it's not acidic, and he just full on picks up 2 of the heads and he starts carrying them off. So like he's having a little bit of trouble because he's a little bit scrawny.
Oh,
But
Interesting.
let's see here.
It's a little bit strong.
Just like most elves.
He rolls a natural 20, so he's fine.
Okay.
Let's see.
Good for you, Sir Tristan.
So he's like he's like
he's
No,
an elf.
It's the.
no, he's not. He's just.
Now
he's
give
just a
me
person.
my money.
He's just a person.
We did your job.
Well, you
Money.
assume he's a human. He looks very much like a human.
We deserve.
He has
our
never
money.
actually told you what.
Can we
race
have
he
our
is. He's probably
months?
human.
Probably human.
Yeah.
Can we have our
No,
months?
he's
The best
dragonborn with a
people are
mask
human.
on.
Yeah, and then he
the
as
best
like
human,
the
the
blacksmith is like stumbling to his feet, and right before Tristan
Of course.
goes through the door, because Tristan, like you know from your past experiences with him, he's not like a ruler who just like sits back and tells people to do stuff. Despite like his stature, despite the fact that he probably has 8 strength, he goes and he does stuff himself because he wants to make sure that like,
8 strength. Weak.
yeah, exactly.
that's the
He's
point.
weak. He doesn't look very
He
strong.
I got
leads by,
16
leads by
strength.
example.
Yes, exactly. Like, and he was
16.
carrying,
Some
and
reason
like his
it's
royal
very
advisor is like
specific.
kind of like trying to pick up them, but it's like, and then
This is how I
like
roll.
I'm talking, and right before he closes the door, he yells over his shoulder, "Oh, the money bags are over there by the throne," and he tries to point, and he manages to maneuver the Thessal Hydra head so that it's pointing at the throne,
Nice.
and you can see several pouches over by the throne.
Nice.
Do you take them?
Do I?
I'd like to take.
Yes.
They're-
I'd like to take mine.
Yes.
Unfortunately,
yes.
there are only 4, and then
Ah.
as you and then
Well,
Sir,
that's true.
Sir Tristan stops, and he's like,
Wait.
he hands the heads off, and they both just like flop to the ground because the guy was like, and he doesn't even really. He turns around and he's like, "Do I know you?"
No,
Not technically.
I am Roran. I joined their group at the Den of the Thessal Hydra.
Roran.
Ronan.
Roran. Roran.
Roar!
I'm Ronan. I joined their group at the Den of the Thessal Hydra, as my god commanded me.
How much gold do we have to spare?
None.
And then the royal advisor, who's like, who has like wrapped her cloak over her hand and is just barely carrying one of the heads of the Thessal Hydra, who says, we can pay him if that's what you want. And he's like, where did I put the safe? Ah, yes. And then he walks through the door and he turns left, and you hear him walk a few ways. Some silence, and he comes back with a pouch. Here you go. And he gives you a pouch of 100 gold.
Nice, because we
Yeah.
actually couldn't have done without you.
All of your pouches, you have gained 90 gold each because he paid you 10 up front for your
Good.
adventuring needs.
Watch this.
Um,
This is how I roll.
As he hands me the gold, I will remind him that if he needs a good blacksmith,
Julian, this
I am
is,
always available.
Now, like the blacksmith ran away a long time ago, so yeah,
That's
he's
why I
like,
can diss him.
like,
Julian.
he was thinking, no, yeah, he has You know, I've heard rumors that he has been. Oh, I'm sorry, he's not British.
Gross.
I've heard rumors that he has been thinking of moving away from
Woo!
Hawkins.
Yes,
ever
definitely.
since the owl bears moved in.
The who now?
The
Owl bears.
The owl bears. So I just might take you up on that offer.
So, send me a message if you need me.
All right, Ronan.
Ronan.
Lauren.
Like he's like looking at your holy symbol, and he doesn't quite recognize the holy symbol.
Hephaestus.
Ah. So that convinces me even more. So like his royal advisor, who has just now come back and is still like she has a different cloak on, and she's now wearing gloves, and she's still like rubbing her hands in front of her, and he's like he, as she walks past him, he just goes in her face, and she goes, send him a job application for the blacksmith, and then she takes off the gloves, hands them to Tristan, and then just walks away. So Tristan puts the gloves in his pockets, and he takes 2 more Thessal Hydra heads,
Nice.
and he drops one of them,
Ah.
And it splatters everywhere.
and then he picks it back up,
And says,
and then he says,
Can I say I could help carry him?
Wait,
I was
I was gonna say we could all.
All right.
I'll look
So
at Draco
you-
and Julian and go,
yeah.
come on, let's help him
Let's
out.
help
No,
him.
I'm just gonna help. I'm
Yep,
the
so-
good one.
Well, all of you.
He's not bad.
All of-
None
so
of us are bad.
You help him get his the Thessal Hydra's heads to a small room that has like
Troy Stormer
a
did.
few like there are several things of artisan's tools, one of which you recognize as painter's supplies.
Okay.
So this is probably his artist's like workspace, and there are several stuffed heads of various woodland beasts. Like there's a moose. There's actually an owl bear.
Ooh.
Are owl bears owls? With their bodies?
They're bears with feathers and owl heads.
I think you actually might see that in the cartoon.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, moving on.
Bah!
Let's see here. Yeah. So that's that. And okay, so we're gonna go out of character for a little bit. Nathan, it says there's a lot of stuff in this this adventure that doesn't make a whole lot of sense that I've been trying to I've kind of rolled with it with like the lost night.
Mhm.
It doesn't explain any of that.
That's interesting.
I kind of made it up on the fly,
Okay.
and I think it worked pretty well. But right here it says Sir Tristan will grant each one of them a boon as long as it is within his power to do so. The only boons that I could find in the DM's guide and on Google were epic boons. So
Yes,
I have no
no.
clue what this means.
Typically that is either a item that he may have, or a either an item, a piece of land. Like for Ronan, it would be the blacksmithing job.
Okay,
Like
so
it,
that could be your
it's-
boon.
it's not anything like it could just be more gold potentially. Like
I'll
it's
take
not anything like it basically because he's just a local lord, correct? Like
He's
like,
the ruler of
he could-
his small area.
he could like at most grant a small like a tract of land
Mhm.
to
I'll take it.
either individuals or the party as a whole.
Yeah.
Like as a reward.
A layer. We need a layer.
Like
You know what? I'll
we
take
could
an apple.
have, like the party could officially get the Thessal Hydra lair like as their own land.
Well, I mean,
I
that is technically within his kingdom.
I said like
But like the Thessal Hydra,
I mean, we
the
already
troglodytes are
have
kind of
troglodytes
there.
that worship us.
yeah.
so
Let's take it.
You could get
Get our own
the
cave, guys.
the
Cave party.
I'm
he
out.
knows.
It's gonna
Let's
be
see.
a person cave.
All right. So after
Person cave,
you've
people
like done it,
cave.
you've put all the stuff there, and he says, "So, what else can I do for all of you?
I'll take the cave.
I know that you have received your gold, and like he's like eyeing all of the other stuff that you like have, like especially the massive gauntlets on your arms. He's like, you seem to have found some other stuff along the way. It's just the perks for adventuring, I suppose. And he asks you.
Yes, it is. Disappears.
And then you like walk up to the wall and you hide. Okay, roll for stealth.
That's pretty good.
What's your stealth mod?
It is +5, so
All right,
19.
So 19 stealth, and you walk up to the wall, and you need to cover your eyes, so you can't like really see very much, but you see Sir Tristan going.
Where'd he go?
What?
Where'd he go?
I didn't know that you were that strong of a magic user, Cornelius.
I pull it off. I appear. How soft is my cloak on the inside?
It's just a cloak.
Oh, so soft.
Could I ask if I could have my own garden?
A garden. Oh, all right. So you ask. Can we try to role play this a little bit more instead of saying I asked to do this? Can you like actually say it in character?
Yeah.
Sir Tristan.
I would like to, if it is okay, have my own garden.
Oh, right, yes, of course. In fact, right now, I will get you a patch of land in the royal garden. Right near the road, so everyone will see your flowers.
While we're on topic, can I have a 70,000 square foot mansion?
My castle is not even 70,000 square feet.
No, 70,000.
I'm sure it does some.
That's a lot of square
That's a
feet.
lot of square feet. That is over an acre.
and so,
That's
and so, and
that's
so,
4 or 5 acres.
that's like more grounds than Sir Tristan's entire castle. And he's like, aren't you the one who
So what he's
used
saying
to
is
live in the
no.
wilderness, Cornelius? And your birds are being very indignant. They're like chittering to each other angrily, like, how dare he?
They're pooping at each other?
Okay, I was a little overzealous. It's only 1.5 acres. Only 1.5 acres.
Only.
Oh. Sir Tristan's castle is just barely under that. So
Yeah, like
Oh, what time is it in the day?
in the
It's 9
6
o'clock.
o'clock.
midday, early afternoon, probably.
Yeah.
Like I was trying to gauge,
So
like, because
2
you
a.m.?
took a long rest, and then
O'clock
you took another
p.m.
short rest, and then you talked with the troglodytes. So it's like it's probably around midday.
yeah, midday later.
It's like the sun is
Afternoon.
straight up. You don't have a shadow at all. It's just a little
Yeah.
it's just a little spiked circle by your feet.
Okay. Could I leave the castle?
I'd like to
Alright.
sell my 200 gold worth of treasure.
Wait, the treasure is in the bags of holding. So you don't possess the bags of holding. Draco
Can I have
and
my
Obelia.
200 gold worth?
Wait. Ronan has told you
I would
that
say if you
the jewels.
give me the jewels and some gold, I can make jewelry out of it and probably make it more valuable than
It'll be
just
more valuable.
And-
what it is currently.
And you now probably own your own area, which
I would
you
say
can,
I would say
you
the boon. I would just ask you that you keep a forge space open for me if I ever come through here, so that way I can work on my own projects if necessary,
certainly.
as well
Alright,
as anything you may ask of me.
Roman, how much is this large diamond worth?
Well, first off, it can't be that big.
Okay, so the total coins, gems, and artwork worth 1,000 gold pieces. That's what you found. So
Mhm.
I'm going to say the coins are about half that. So,
So-
like
We have
What's the largest?
around 500 gold worth of coins, and let's just say 100.
He did it too.
100 gold, 100 gold worth of artwork, and no, 200 is like more. 250 gold worth of artwork, 250 gold worth of gems.
How big is the largest gem?
Let me refer to the Master's Guide. I just know that there's costs and stuff in there. This is why appendixes are useful, Wizards of the Coast. Why don't you take out your appendix?
We're all born with one.
Good thing yours didn't blow.
As in the latest Dungeons and Dragons book, Candlekeep Misters, it apparently doesn't have an appendix. So you can't look for stuff anymore.
Oh.
Don't drop
Oh yeah. Also, as of
Don't drop it,
right now, all of my former sayings that this is the newest Dungeons and Dragons book, Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, that is now false because they come out with a new one.
Yeah. Working on it at least.
All right. How big? How my head?
And I need to find prices.
Let's see.
Here.
Bring this to Julian.
How much was
Give it to Julian.
How much was the largest
Julian.
gem in our bag?
Hang on, I found something else as well.
How much was the largest gem in our bag worth?
Nathan found something for you.
That's a list of all the various currencies in Dungeons and Dragons, including gems and their prices.
How big was the
So
largest
all you
one we
gotta do is
had?
tap on those.
Stop. Also, I forgot. I haven't shown you because it didn't happen. This is a bag of holding.
Ooh, I like
Looks
it.
like a little face.
I like that.
Let me see that.
Goes with my outfit.
This is a bag of holding.
Sick.
Sick. Okay.
It matches my gray skin.
Hello, Mima.
All right.
I know you're watching.
I know you're watching.
Okay.
Always watching.
That's very expensive. Amber. Alexandrite and Amber is. Oh wait, no. Amber is 100 gold.
But can you tell me how much the largest gem we have is worth?
Let's see. These are kind of out of order there because they're in the
They're in alphabetical
Yeah.
order, yeah, not
Thanks.
price.
Thanks.
Um,
But they're not in order of price.
Yes, that is the downside.
Let's see here.
Oh, Mima says, hi, Ethan. And she says, always watching and listening.
Where's currency? Aha, 19. That's not it.
No one getting sleepy?
Yep.
Dad's getting sleepy.
Yes.
133.
I'm
133?
I'm getting sleepy.
33.
33.
Stop. What do you think I'm saying?
33.
I'm talking to myself. Okay, got it.
The largest gem.
Okay. So, here, perfect. I found some tables.
Oh, tables! Tables are the best.
That's 9.
Tables also known
All right,
as
so
how
the,
the DM gets away with not prepping. Or but more accurately, players asking you a question that we don't know.
The art thing that you found was actually only one thing. It was one very cool thing. It is a box of turquoise animal figurines,
Me.
which is worth 250 gold.
That's fun.
Each of us get 200 gold worth of treasure.
And the gemstones that you found. Let's see here. All right. Let's do 12. So, yeah. 5 of those. Got it. Ooh.
Keyboard 2.
One of them is a transparent, pale blue-green gemstone called a zircon.
Worth.
Zircon.
One of them.
Worth what?
One of them. Well, they're all worth 50.
Mhm.
One of them is a translucent white with a pale blue glow,
Ooh,
like his sword, called a moonstone.
My
I was just gonna say
sword.
moonstone.
Moonstone.
I like it.
One of them
Moonstone is a real thing.
is an
It's really pretty.
an opaque white gem known as a chalcedony, I think. I believe it's all right. One of them is a translucent rosy stone with a white star-shaped center called a star rose quartz, and
Me.
I believe is that 3 or 4?
That is 4.
All right, so this.
I want the
last
Star
one-
Rose quartz.
Hold
No,
on.
we're you're not calling stuff yet.
We're-
We're just identifying.
Yeah, I'm just going through with my jeweler's kit and identifying what all of these stones are.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And the last one is a translucent green gem called a chrysoprase. They're all each one of them is worth 50 gold, and altogether they're 250 gold. So why would you do that?
Why not?
You're ruining it.
So?
Alright,
I'm
so
just-
there's a 250 gold piece box of turquoise animal figurines. You have several 50 gold piece gemstones and 500 gold in actual gold.
Wow.
It doesn't tell me how much, so I had to make it all up on the fly.
Yep. That's the fun part.
I mean,
I'll take.
disclaimer: I do love this adventure. It's just it's written very questionably.
Yeah, not a lot of details.
I'll just take all my gold and leave. Thank you.
We're still working it out, dude.
I'll take 200 gold and leave. See ya. What do you say?
Yes. But the thing is, him with
I would say with my jeweler's kit and smithing abilities, I can
literally
I
make
can-
jewelry.
make jewelry, so I can increase the.
Where are we right now?
We're in the keep, where I have a station where I can make jewelry, which will increase the gold we get from all of this
Mhm.
stuff.
Because they promised to give him a
Oh,
place to make stuff.
Will it be worth the time it takes?
I'm sure it will.
we'll find out. I'll say it's not your time.
Mm-hmm.
I want my money.
I want my
Alright.
money.
So it
I killed something.
does not say here how much player made jewelry is worth.
Yes.
And Julian over here.
Buying and selling.
wants to go kill things.
I say it'd probably be in Xanathar's, not the Dungeon Master's.
Yeah, I probably would. Yeah.
Because Xanathar's actually describes what the tools do,
Yeah.
things like that.
Yeah, I'll probably be getting that next.
Yes.
Xanthos had to
Yes. Very handy.
Um,
Anyway. Well, where are we off to next?
All
Julian,
right. Well,
Assuming we all have our boons at this point.
see you.
could I?
What did I take
Yeah.
as my boon?
You haven't taken anything.
You haven't taken anything yet.
You asked for a 70,000 square foot mansion,
As
and
a-
he can't turn you back.
He assumed it was a joke.
It was.
Okay,
So
so
that
so let's see. You have a guard. You have.
Could I
have a
walk?
garden.
Could I go over to my garden?
All right.
What do you
Yes.
Wait. Actually, is there any like places where I can
super
buy
duper
food?
expensive punching bag.
Super duper expensive.
What
Do
do
you
you
want,
want
like,
expensive?
So you
flowers
can
that
Isn't that just
punch-
hybrids?
No, like, is there any like places that sell
why I have your
food
birds
around?
Yeah, there's several markets.
Okay. could
You
I
can't
go?
touch them if I don't want you to.
The biggest.
If you don't want, if I don't want you to, you can't touch them.
Okay.
It's true.
What would you like to do?
Could I look at the things that they have there?
What are you looking for?
What are you looking for?
looking for?
Let's say because we don't.
Like
Can I go to
bread,
the
This
pet
this
store?
gives me
Like
nothing.
bread.
This
apples.
this entire.
Oh, bread,
Yes,
bread,
yes,
bread,
yes,
moolah, dinero.
Oh.
This
Looking
entire
for bread, bread.
this entire adventure is meant to be combat focused
Also,
only.
and
If
very
you-
short.
If you go off the railroad, I will have to improvise like crazy.
There's nothing. There's nothing here.
So
Can I look for bread?
I would recommend
Yeah.
that you don't go
You
to
can
the
find a
markets.
ration.
Okay, then I'd like to go
Do
to
you
my.
think that Sir Tristan?
Hang on. The thing has
I say
Some
rations.
I'm wondering if they would have a big feast for
Let's
us.
see.
I want
Send
to
us
ask
off
for my boon.
with-
I know what I want,
There we
and
go.
I want to know if it's
A
possible.
loaf of bread is 2 copper pieces.
2 copper pieces.
2 copper pieces.
What is your boon?
What is?
If you say 70,000
What is a?
square foot
wait.
mansion, the answer is no.
I was asking if I could have a pet,
A pet.
Why would you want a pet? You're about to get one.
so I can have more pets. I'm the
more
pet.
for me to punch.
The pet person.
No. If you punch this, then I'm fighting you.
The thing is, this pet would not be a familiar. You wouldn't be able to conjure it back if it died. If it dies,
If
It
it dies,
dies.
it's dead.
It'll be safe. I'll just keep it safe.
If it dies, it's dead.
no.
make it tough.
If you learned the spell Beast Bond, then I would allow you. If it dies, you could transfer its consciousness into another animal. Maybe.
Okay, just what type of animals are they?
Gosh, freaking dang it! You're making me do stuff, and
Okay.
part of me doesn't like it, but part of me is also trying to be a good DM.
Yep. Well, welcome to DMing. That's pretty much how it goes.
Is there a place in here for
That's it. No crabs. No crabs ever again.
no crabs? No.
What's wrong with crabs?
Here.
Oh.
0 CRM.
Yeah, those are just familiars.
I want
Can I
to
just
know what kind.
walk over
That's it.
there?
No,
From the,
Some of them.
because there's like badgers.
like this isn't me. This is
Yeah,
all
I'll use my BCA.
Is there a chameleon or a lizard
These.
or?
Got weasels, potentially spiders, just a singular
Yeah.
tiny
A
spider,
bat, a cat,
a scorpion.
a crow, eagle, a falcon. And I'm just naming the all the birds that I see.
I don't.
Oh, there's a lizard.
Hawk,
Wait, what type of lizard is it?
It's a lizard.
owl,
It's just a lizard.
It says lizard.
a peacock.
A gecko.
I don't want.
A peacock.
Okay, that's first off impressive. Second off, useless to him.
A raven.
All right, enough with the birds. Go to other animals. I want to
We
just
got,
know animals.
A hare, a goat,
A
a
goat.
giant fly.
A giant fly is apparently
a
Wouldn't his
trout.
birds want to eat the fly?
Definitely.
Octopus.
it's a giant fly. It fits in a 10 by 10 cube. We only fit in 5 by 5 cubes.
That's big.
That's a big fly.
It's a large.
That's disgusting.
That is gross.
Can you imagine when
Ugh.
it goes to eat?
It's large, so it's a fly the size of an ogre.
It has 19 health.
That's a lot of health.
Zero challenge. 19 health.
Well, it can't attack.
Gross.
Oh.
It has no attacks,
It
so
has-
it's not very challenging.
Yeah, that's true. It's scorpion.
But it's gross.
It is gross.
A seal.
A seal.
I don't have water.
That sounds like your problem.
A space hamster.
A space.
I'll take it.
There's no
Space hamster. What?
I get the reference, and I'm saying no.
A space hamster.
A sheep. A
Oh
a
no.
a
Not bad.
sealgar.
No.
Oh.
Yep, I just read it
It's
too.
Xanathar's goldfish.
They have stats for a goldfish.
Okay, so basically, for everyone hearing this in right here and everyone watching, there is a crime lord in the city of Waterdeep named Xanathar who wrote one of the biggest actual Dungeons and Dragons books that you have, and he has a pet goldfish named Sealgar, and there's stats from him.
Gar. Because you can kill him. That's not a good thing. That's a very bad thing.
But it's hilarious.
Don't kill the
though.
goldfish. It will kill you.
But you want to know the best part is that
Really keep going?
Xanathar is a beholder, so he lives forever. Oh,
It's a flying cat.
Yes, that the campaign that I have.
Can we keep going? I
Has
want to-
a
You're the
campaign
one
that
who
I-
asked for a random animal.
Yeah.
Yes, but you guys are getting on this goldfish thing that I can't even have.
I mean, you
You
could.
could have a
You
flying
could have a goldfish.
cat.
Flying cat.
Flying cat.
Is it?
Well-
Is it also a bus? Sorry.
It's.
I see your reference.
Yes.
Just curious.
It also. Oh.
What else is there?
I just had a brain blast.
Okay.
Wow.
This
Good.
has this one of the
Time
things.
out.
One of the things for this thing called a tressum, which is basically a flying cat that can detect invisible creatures. With the DM's permission, a person who casts the Find Familiar spell can choose to conjure a tressum instead of a normal cat, which means if you take this tressum, because they have I'm just gonna decide they have one. Yes, they do. They have one.
They have one. Good job. DM. You decide what they have.
Yes. It's a winged cat. That's
Winged.
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 Also,
Winged.
also, it has 11 intelligence, which means it's not just like it's not like a magical animal thing that you can conjure to help. It can actually like talk to you.
It has one more than me. It has one less than me.
It's a smart cat. It's a very smart cat.
So it's a cat.
Yeah, so it's a cat.
Can I use it as a calculator? I mean, I have more.
Yep. It's a winged kitty.
Mhm.
That
It's
is
a
pretty
winged
cute.
kitty.
I'll take it.
So,
How much?
all right,
Oh no, it's my boon.
it's your
It
boon,
doesn't
so you
cost-
get it for free.
I have a pet flying cat.
So this tressum, I'm going to say,
Mima's commenting
Once
on
you-
things.
let's just say you call on your bond with nature and you turn this cat into your familiar. This is our first hint of leveling up, just so you guys know. This is
Dun dun.
your
Wait a minute,
so
I level up.
wait,
Almost.
this is our first hint. Wait, so
We're working
you're
on it.
basically you have a I'm just gonna add this to you right now. You have like a notebook that you keep like you're trying to scribble some stuff down in it and you're like maybe taking some notes off of him since he's like part wizard, I guess. And
He's a bit wizardy.
and you realize that once you've been like scrawling out the spell that you've been finding it, it's called Find Familiar, you think that's what it's called, and as the person, the shop owner of the Hawkins pet store is
Don't make it complicated.
showing you the winged kitty cat. Your glyph starts glowing. Your Find Familiar starts glowing.
Ah.
This is the first hint of magic you've ever been able to get out of this book because it's not ranger spells. It's nature, because you're a nature mage. You're not
This
a
is
wizard.
arcane.
Yes,
Where
this
did
is
everybody
arcane
go?
stuff.
Where did everybody go?
They got bored.
They got bored.
You went into a pet store and
Let's
they
just
all
say,
got
they
bored.
stayed outside.
let's just say Julian and Draco are having an arm wrestle outside. You can just stay doing what you're doing for now.
Multiple rounds of arm wrestling.
Yes, I mean they're the two. They're not the strongest party members anymore, but they're naturally. I believe they're naturally the strongest, right?
You're what now?
There's a baby arm wrestling.
Baby. Yeah.
Been one.
There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on.
There is lots going on.
All right, I
So
got the thing.
your tressum is now your familiar.
You're done.
What would you like as your boon?
Yes.
Have you thought of a boon? Miss
Julia.
Adelia,
Everyone's
Lucilia,
gone. Can I?
Lol.
I am. Stop.
Oh gosh, bro.
My boon.
Your boon.
Oh, we have an extra viewer.
Sunglasses.
Well, I was thinking of fashioning some sunglasses.
We have an extra viewer. Someone
I
other
don't
than me.
think there are any. Are there any like a magic item or something?
No.
I need sunglasses.
Because normally, sunlight sensitivity isn't usually a thing.
Yeah, that's true. Because
So-
it's like for monsters.
So I just have to stand next to Dad's
I can
sword
create-
all the time.
I can create a magic item for you.
Yes.
I can create a magic.
I
item
want
for you.
sunglasses.
First, I need to find.
As Nathan gets his shield out.
What?
What are
You want more
you
light?
talking about?
No, you put on the sunglasses and I cast light on the sunglasses.
Can we kick him out of our party? Do we have permission?
What?
I said, do we have permission to kick him out of our party?
No.
He's casting light on your glasses.
It's all in good fun.
It's goggles. Just
Just reverse,
just common goggles of night.
goggles of day.
Well, because goggles of night give you dark vision,
Oh,
so
okay.
they let you see in the dark. So basically, these are
Goggles of day, so that I can
Accidentally
comfortably
flipped
see
to
during the
create a
day.
Sentient magic weapon.
No,
Yeah,
that's
don't
the
do
same
that.
code.
No.
Actually,
don't make sentient magic weapons. They're nothing.
No.
As-
Unless it's a moonblade.
As,
Those are fine.
as soon as the weapons can talk back,
And he's staying away from you.
No.
What if I don't want to hit this monster?
yeah, basically. As soon as they can sass you, they need to go away.
Wait, no.
All right, what is, yeah.
2d4, 2d5. Where's 2d4? Oh my gosh, that's a long way.
So Draco's out gardening.
Uh-huh.
That's what's happening.
And he's
Let's
taking
say-
a nap.
Cornelius
I'm petting my cat.
Cornelius is petting the cat.
No, I'm playing with it. I'm just like
Say.
tickling it.
Are you, oh, did you go take it and show Julian?
Oh, Julian.
And what did Julian do?
Killed it.
Luckily, it's a familiar. You can keep bringing it back for 50 gold.
It's 10, isn't it?
I'm
I
trying
don't
to kill
remember.
some bad boom.
I thought that you would have an allergic reaction.
Look at my cat. It's a bird cat. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. He's fine. It's a bird cat. It's a bird cat.
No, it's two. It's a bird and a cat.
You cut off its wings? It's
Okay.
not.
Okay, so
We good.
at first Tristan is a little bit stumped by your requests. You like he's a human, so he is very well versed with the troubles of not being able to see in the dark.
Thank you, Sir
Okay,
Tristan.
well, do I have to
As a
explain?
drow.
Does he know anything about my race?
No, he knows, of
Okay.
course. Like it's just like he's stumped
This
as
is-
like because he knows of lots of ways to gain dark vision. He just doesn't know of many ways to
to take
get rid of the dark vision. and he's just like he sits there like thinking for a second. He's like, I'll work on that.
Okay.
I'll just look at him and go, I'll work on it too.
Thank you.
As I just walk towards the forest, just like, yeah.
no,
this is
no,
gonna
and then he
be-
says, that is me working on it.
Unintentionally. Oh.
Then, yeah. Okay.
I love my
And then I go out to a Ray-Ban store in Hawkins.
As I'm like creating
Right.
wrought iron like goggles for you that
And,
don't fit on your
there's,
ears intentionally.
Also,
and you're
um,
you're also purposefully lining it with a special spell thingy so you can
Well,
just
actually,
activate light whenever you want.
Tristan goes over to it's a store that doesn't actually have a name. It just says store on it.
What?
Yeah.
Like we're in the low res version of the video game.
Yeah. Well,
it's like we're in the background of Lord
see,
I don't know if you've watched it, so don't
There
worry.
is
Don't
this
worry.
is
I haven't seen the latest.
Okay.
you see there's a
Technically, I've
apparently-
only seen episode 1, but I've been spoiled. Except the last episode.
It's great. I haven't seen the last episode.
Thankfully, I've managed to dodge spoilers for the last one so far. But anyway,
So
So-
apparently, like you're walking and you see that there's
The store.
and it looks like your typical mad scientist, like with
Ooh.
goggles, the crazy like short crazy white hair, and a little bit of white frizz on his chin, and he has a metal arm.
my favorite artificer, my favorite NPC, the Artificer.
Mm.
He's an artificer.
He's an artificer.
So like they're talking, and like you see the artificer is like he's like gesturing like really. You
But I'm having a hard. We're outside,
Mad,
so
mad
like,
scientist
and it's
levels of
midday.
gesturing.
It's midday, so I'm like,
well, so like you can only hear, and you hear the word gold and lots.
Yeah.
And I just keep setting off like light flashbangs.
Yeah, all you
This
need is
one
the
here
daylight
needs
stuff.
sunglasses.
And then it's just like
Daylight, it'll just be the best day ever because it's just blinding the elf.
And the thing is, I think it also does radiant damage.
It does. It does.
It just be like your eyes would be bleeding.
I'm not racist. It's just funny.
I'm not racist. It's just funny to bully duck elves.
come on.
Okay, well,
It's only because the elves are pretty.
this has gone on for a little bit. Okay,
Okay.
so that is everyone but Julian. What is your boon? What would you like Sir Tristan to do for you?
I would like land.
Ooh, there we go.
What like he has several open places. Like, what do you want? Do you want a house? Do you want a store? Do you want a tavern?
Just a farm.
Just a farm.
Just the farms, just land that I can train on. I
Alright.
can kill stuff.
That has a cave on the land.
There's a cave on the land.
I mean, no, like well, when you mentioned you were going to try that caves, he just decided, like he said, "Oh, well, I mean, I assume if you cleared them out, then they're yours now. They can belong."
Oh,
to
I
you."
got a whole mountain. Nice.
No, all of you,
I take the mountain.
all of you collectively own the Thessal Hydra's lair
Yeah.
because he doesn't really want to mess with the larger
Let's
tribe
make
of
a cave
troglodytes
house.
with the leaders.
Oh, and he has the land that's out, just like outside of it.
Mm-hmm.
Then okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Wait,
Yes.
what? Cornelius has a familiar. He has a large spot of the royal gardens. You have a smithy. You are going to be made reverse goggles of night to help your sunlight sensitivity.
So I got
And-
2 familiars.
And I
No.
own all the land.
Like that's what you can conjure with your find familiar. But it's a really really good.
And I get to
familiar.
go
Better
visit my
than Gabriel's
troglodytes.
dragon thing.
Yes, his is just going to be an elf.
Yeah.
It's better than that.
It's a good familiar.
It's a great familiar. It can
Can it talk?
if there's an invisible, yes, it can speak to you telepathically since it has a higher
Let's-
intelligence.
It's familiar. Yeah.
And also if there is a creature that is invisible that is within 60 feet of it, it can say, "Oh yeah, I can see that now." It basically it
What's
permanently
its flight speed?
its flight speed is 40 feet.
Yeah.
It's
So not as fast as
not quite as fast as the birds,
But it'll catch up.
But
But
it's
it's-
pretty close.
it's and it has a climb speed.
So that's handy.
That was my birthday gift from Gamer.
All right.
All right, can I?
And well, yeah, the reason that I was like really excited to do a Tressum is that because my favorite Dungeons and Dragons YouTuber, the Dungeon Dudes, they have a campaign going on where one of the characters he's a Great Old Warlock, and his patron takes the form of his familiar, who is a Tressum, and it speaks to him. It's hilarious.
Nice.
His name is Bruce the Cat.
Oh my
That
gosh,
sounds about right.
It's amazing.
that's awesome. All right.
Well, I believe that's about it. So you have a farm, you have a cat, you will eventually have shades. You'll be cool. You can just
I know. I was gonna say I know what I'm going to wear, but not all the time.
No, like only
Whenever
in
we're
areas
in the
of,
daytime.
areas of
yeah.
bright light.
And right now it's midday.
Yeah, I looked at the stuff. I looked at the stuff in the Dungeon Master's Guide, and according to the laws of creating magic item, you do not need to be attuned to this. You can just put it on and boom, no more sunlight sensitivity.
Yeah.
Because no one else in the party has sunlight sensitivity. And it's not a massive buff, so you don't need to waste an attunement slot on them.
And
Nice.
this prevents it from being a pain for the rest of us. you know, have to constantly wander around in like Twilight for you. So you don't
And the thing is, you don't have them yet, but these glasses will not decrease your dark vision range. So you can like feasibly, you can just keep them on at all times. They just make it so that you are no longer sunlight sensitive while you're wearing them.
Nice.
Mhm.
Very cool. All right.
And I believe that is it. All of you have finished the day and are now taking a long rest. And where we're leaving off for next time, we will start by leveling you all up.
I will come
Yes.
level.
Yes, you will come leveled. So
Because then I
well, actually, no. Next stream, I'm going to start by explaining the level ups because I will definitely level you all up during the week, and I trust you can level yourself up. So we will get a little bit of stuff, and there's going to be a little bit of time passing between this and the next adventure.
Yeah.
So like you'll each get to narrate like what you did and stuff like that. Unless you want me to take
Lots
over.
of playing with cats. Lots of cat and lots of.
All right.
I've
lots
already
of-
thought about this.
All right.
Lots of money spent on yarn.
And to the porch.
All right. Thank you all for watching. Nope, the Dungeon Master. No.
No.
Cornelius.
DM doesn't.
We have three viewers again.
Yay!
Sorry.
And two.
Thank you for watching.
And two of them aren't being enjoyed.
Two of them are right. Thank you for watching, and we will be back hopefully next week. Next week.